capítulo de Mirá a quién encontré, otro especial dedicado a la música, un clásico que llevaron al teatro, que llevaron a Broadway, y que si vos la viste y no te quedaste tarareando o incluso cantando la canción del final, si te sabías la letra, no tenés corazón. Mirá quién encontré.
I've been doing music pretty exclusive since the film. I was a musician before the movie. That's how I got the part in the movie. It was from being a musician. They obviously wanted kids that could actually, play.
Do you remember how was your audition?
My parents saying, "Hey, we got an email from this, music camp you went to. Apparently, there's some film being made about musicians. You want to give it a shot?" I said, "Yeah, I do. Why not?" The whole family, me, mom, and dad, go to Chicago. First audition, who was there other than Kevin Clark, the drummer in the film? So he does his audition, I do my audition, and they run out and go, "Hey, can you stay? Can we get both of you guys to play?" And there we were, both of our first auditions, the two actors that ended up getting the part in the film. So crazy that happened. It probably sealed our fate right then and there. I think Richard Linklater, the director, when he told me, "I saw you two playing," I knew those were the kids that we had to have.
Okay, give that a try. Okay.
As soon as we got the roles and we all, located to New York City, we were rehearsing as a band immediately with actually a great artist and musician named Jim O'Rourke, who had done a lot of production work for Sonic Youth and a lot of cool hip New York bands. And we worked at their studio actually, and we were practicing as a band as early as we were practicing and reading through the script and our lines. So they were hand in hand. By the time I got the role in the movie, I was 11, 12 years old. I'd only been playing for about 2-3 years. When I was 9 years old, my mother and father got me it's called a Squire Mini. So it was a guitar that was not even 3/4, it might have been 3/4 the size of a regular guitar, or it was about just half the size of a regular guitar. So that allowed me to start, playing chords, and I was off to the races.
And how was working with Jack Black?
He was welcoming. He engaged in talking to me and asking what I was into. And what's funny is, musically, we were into a lot of the same things. A lot of the stuff that I was listening to, he was also listening to. So it was incredible. And he was just such a fun person to be around and really could make you laugh with the snap of his fingers. One of the funniest people I've definitely ever had the pleasure of knowing.
What music did him introduce to you?
I remember him really turning me on to Radiohead. I had not listened to them, and that was like, because that for like an 11, 12-year-old, that was pretty far out yet. I hadn't quite gotten into. I was getting into other psychedelic kind of more experimental music, but that was more. I was doing that more so from the 60s and 70s. I was kind of taking my time, And I think Queens of the Stone Age, I think he turned me on to, which was...
Pluck along with me, okay? If you can.
The most challenging thing was when I wasn't on the set filming, going back to the tutor rooms and having to do my homework and schoolwork. That was the hardest part, honestly.
Yeah.
Because you're down there and you're performing a scene where you're playing for all the hundreds of people, and I've got a cool top hat, my flying V, and I'm rocking. And then I got to do my math homework and write a paper for English. So that was the hardest part. The rest of it was all fun. I wasn't shy like my character. I was like my character at the end of the movie after we get to play and we're rocking out. That's pretty much how my attitude was in real life. I remember many a writing session. My next door roommate at the hotel we were staying at for the film was Miranda Cosgrove, and she was very into writing lyrics. So all the countless nights of, when we weren't filming, I remember a lot of songwriting going on. So that was probably very formative, and a lot with Rebecca Brown, the bassist. I remember writing with her all the time and jamming with Kevin Clark on drums. Those are still some of my best friends. I can honestly say I could not talk to any one of the cast members for years, but when I do talk to them, it's like no time has passed. Then those are, like I said, some of my best friends.
Did you ever discuss the possibility of a sequel for the movie?
Yeah, we were, that was discussed to do maybe 2 and 3. The film obviously was a big success, #1 in every country. But, the first one's so good that I don't think that Mike White, the writer, or Richard, or even Jack would want to tarnish, how good the original movie was.
Yeah. This might be like an everyday question. Why did you stop acting?
Yeah, you know what? I really just wanted to play music. I thought, it probably would have been smarter for me to do a couple movies or here and there, because who knows. However, the way I was thinking was, okay, this School of Rock, this is a little step, to get to where I want to be. But what I want to do is play, writing music, playing music, and getting out and seeing the country and the world and with a guitar in my hand. I had worked actually with a producer named Mike Klink right after the film, who had produced a little album called Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. So, he'd done a few things. I toured around, played quite a bit with that. I really wanted to just get through high school, kind of like a normal kid. I lived in a very normal town in Michigan. So after I got done with high school, that's when I got back into music after a couple of years. Currently, what I'm really doing, I've got an EP, about an album's worth of material that I'm very, very proud of. That is basically the pinnacle of the rock, the jazz, the fusion, the funk, blues, all these things that I've been working on and learning how to do with my instrument.
Gracias, Joey, por compartir con nosotros tu música, tu talento. Hasta acá llegó la entrevista a uno de los protagonistas de la Escuela de Rock. Seguro te vas a quedar tarareando o la vas a ir a buscar a YouTube, ¿sí? Primero terminar la entrevista y después te vas corriendo a buscar ese fragmento musical, esa pieza que nos regaló la Escuela de Rock hace mucho tiempo atrás. Te quiero leer en los comentarios, compartí, difundí, mostrá y nos vemos, claro que sí, la semana que viene.
Because I think people in general, when you meet someone, you want to show that person, especially if you think that person's, you respect them, you think they're pretty cool, you want to show them, hey, I'm cool too, So a cool thing about having, either being known from playing guitar or from the movie is, that's such a huge part of me, is music and guitar. And a lot of people already know that before I even have to meet them. I didn't pursue acting after the film, but the one film I did was a big hit, and 2, I got to play my guitar in it and actually really play. I was born in 1991, so I got to come up with cassette players at least, and when I'm learning a lick, if it was, I had to stop, and it was, what did he go? Did he go, or was it, and really listen and make sure, as opposed to going, what did he do? Oh, it was that. Okay, there we go. Guitar's a little out of tune, but you get the point.
Yeah, of course. I have to clap.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.